You have been always wondering where you can get the summary of different books. Thank you. Now you go to the right place. By now we are going to pass through the book called the Animal Farm. It is the summary, and I'm going to tell you everything about that book. I have tried to put this book in summary. Okay, without going in further details, let's begin. Details, summary of Animal Farm introduction, or the major dreams. The story, the story begins on Manor Farm owned by negligent and drunken Mr. Jones. The animal live in misery, overworked and underfed, with Jones and his men benefit their labor. One night, Old Major, a high respected and elder boar, calls a secret meeting of all animals. He gives an inspiring speech declaring that humans are the root cause of their suffering. He envisioned a future where animals are free from human tyranny and live in equality, working for their own benefit. Old Major introduced the principle of animalism and ideology where all animals are equal and animals never adopt human habits requiring clothes, drinking alcohol, or living in a house. Before ending his speech, Old Major teaches the animal the song called Beast of England. Then after, it became a symbol of the revolutionary spirit. A few days later, Old Major dies, leaving the animal inspired to prepare for rebellion. Then, the rebellion in the birth of Animal Farm. What happened? Under the leadership of two pigs, Snowball, it was intelligent and articulate, and Napoleon, he was cunning and power-hungry. The animal planned their revolt. One day, driven by hunger and the anger at Mr. Jones' negligence, the animal rise up and forcefully chase Jones and his men off the farm. With the Jones gone, the animal took over the farm and remained in the animal farm. As you see here, the name have been changed to Animal Farm. They established 7 commandments to guide their society, which include they have tried to put there the commandment or the laws that they have to follow. Those rules was the first one was whatever goes up 2 legs is an enemy. Whatever goes up 4 legs or wings is a friend. No animal should wear a cross. No animal shall sleep in bed. No animal shall drink alcohol. No animal shall kill any other animal. The last commandment, which was big, and all of them have to follow, was all animals are equal. The commandments are painted on the barn wall, and all animals vote to uphold them, the pig being smartest to take charge. Harry's success and unity. When they begin, they was having the unity and success. At first, animal farm prosper. The animal work hard to harvest the crops for the time. They feel like they are working for themselves. Snowball and Napoleon emerge as leaders, with a Squealer, another pig, acting as their spokesperson and propagandist. Boxer, the strong and loyalty cat horse, became most dedicated worker, adopting motto I will work harder. This was the strong and loyal cat horse. He worked very, very hard and he adopted that motto which said like, I will work harder. The pig began to take the privilege for themselves, such as milk and apple, claiming that they need this for their brain work. Squealy convinced the other animal that this is necessary for success of the farm. I want to remind you that this Squealy, it was the spokesperson and the propagandist for Snowball and Napoleon. And then after, the struggle had begun. Snowball and Napoleon increased crash over leadership. Snowball is visionary and innovative, proposing projects like windmill to generate electricity and improve the animal life. Napoleon opposed the windmill and focused on consolidating his own power. When it is time to vote on windmill, Napoleon unleashed a pack of fierce dogs, which is secretly released to chase Snowball off the farm. Snowball is declared a traitor, and Napoleon assumed sole leadership. The Snowball had been chased out of the farm, and Napoleon Wars began. During that Napoleon Wars, the rise of tyranny occurred. Napoleon began to rule as a dictator, using fear and propaganda to control the animal. Squealer consistently rewrote the history. Remember, he was the spokesperson, painting Napoleon as the hero and Snowball as villain. The animals are taught that Snowball is secretly working with a human to sabotage the human, though this is untrue. You see, by here they have tried to convince other animals that Snowball, whom they have chased out of the farm, they have said that he went there working with the human. It was not true, by the way. Napoleon announced that windmill will be built, claimed it was his idea all along. And unfortunately, the idea was for Snowball. And Napoleon, because he wanted power very much and he wanted to read story, he have said that he will continue with the idea of building or putting there the windmill. The animal worked tirelessly, especially Boxer, who knew motto become Napoleon is always right. At first, the boxer said, I will work harder, but then after, he used to say Napoleon is right. The reality of life is that the power will not stay there for lifetime. Then the animalism leadership have started collapsing. The pig began to violate the original principle of animalism. They sleep in the farmhouse, claiming they need to manage the farm. Remember, during their law, they have said that no animal have to sleep in the house. The commandment are secretly uttered to justify their action. For example, no animal shall sleep in the bed become no animal shall sleep in bed with a sheet. When the one meal is finally built, it destroyed in a storm. Napoleon blames Snowball for its destruction, and the animal rebuilt it under harsh conditions. This one meal was not destroyed by Snowball, it was a storm which destroyed it, but Napoleon convinced other animals that Snowball was the one who went there and destroyed their one meal. There was a part which they allowed in, which was characterized by executions and fear. Napoleon rules grows more oppressive. He staged public execution of animals accused of conspiring with his Snowball, even though the confession are coerced. The execution horrified the animal, but fear kept them silent. The beast of England is banned and replaced with a dual song glorifying Napoleon's leadership. I want to remind you, since the beginning, this song was the one that they have learned, the Beast of England. It was the song that they used. It was their national anthem. Then after, when Napoleon took over, he decided to replace with a dual song called Glorify Napoleon Leadership. I think you remember the boxer, the one who worked harder. The time comes and he becomes betrayed. Boxer worked harder than ever, even as he grew weaker. One day he collapsed while hauling a stone for the wine milling. Napoleon promised to send him to a veterinary hospital, but instead Boxer is sold to a Gruffa factory. A squirrel lies to Anmo, claiming Boxer died peacefully in the hospital, and the pig held a grand funeral in his honor. That was a big cry. Boxer had been sold to a glue factory. The final betrayal then. The pig became increasingly indistinguishable from human being. They trade with a human. The pig began wearing clothes, and mostly they began drinking alcohol. They revised the final commandment. Remember, the final commandment was all animals are equal. They have changed them like all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. I think you understand what was there. The story ends with the other animal watching a meeting between pig and human. They realize that they can no longer tell the pig apart from the human oppressor. Then at the end of this book and of the story, the farm condition worsened over the time. Despite the animal working harder than ever, they are perpetually hungry, cold, and overworked. The idea of the rebellion, equality, fairness, and shared prosperity have completely eroded. Most of the animals are too tired or brainwashed to resist. The pig meanwhile enjoy luxury like whiskey, better food, warmth, and farmhouse. The final betrayal was the commandment of animalism once painted proudly on the banner have been gradually altered to benefit the pigs. By the end, only one commandment remains. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. This chilling become the betrayal of the revolution. The pig have created a society that mirrored the inequality and exploitation under Mr. John's own was. Meanwhile, there was meeting with a human. The climax occurred when Napoleon invited human farmer to feast on animal farm. The pig now walking in two legs, start wearing clothes, celebrate their alliance with the human. Napoleon remained Animal Farm back to Man Farm. Unfortunately, Napoleon have changed again Animal Farm back to Man Farm as it was before, symbolizing the complete abandonment of the revolution idea. Napoleon set his own idea instead of sticking to the current plan of the revolution. The animal watched through the window as a pig and human tossed each other. Napoleon praised the human for exploiting their own workers just as efficient as exploit the animal. The animal observed this meeting. They realized with their honor that they can no longer distinguish the pig and human. The books end with the powerful hunting cry. The creature outside looked from the pig to man, and from man to pig, and from pig to man again, but already it was impossible to say which was which. And then, what was this ending mean? The end reinforced the idea that revolution has come full circle. The pig, once a revolutionary readers, have become indistinguishable from the oppressive human they repress. The animal who hoped from freedom and equality are left worse off than before. Orwell's message is clear. Unchecked power collapsed, and revolutions often fail when ideals are abandoned from person again. Thank you.